So I just want to mention about setting limits when you are kind of chasing feelings. So when you have picked up, it's a bit more subtle than the usual way that we look out for signals for connection. You will have a sense that your child is off track. But the thing that they're doing might not be, anything particularly unworkable, but they just might be a bit rigid about it. So you're just going to sense into those kind of nuances of things that we might normally let go because it's not causing anyone any harm. And you might find yourself setting some quite bizarre limits that you're thinking, oh my God, why can't he just, I don't know, hold his whatever. So it's like we're not trying to make them cry, but it's like we're really trying to respond to, I see that you need help and I see that you're kind of avoiding these feelings by distracting yourself with this thing or getting fixated on something. And so you're almost going to kind of chase the feelings by bringing their attention back to the thing that is most upsetting to them. So to give you an example of this, because I guess this is quite a vague thing that I'm talking about, there was a time when I picked up my boy from school and he had a play date after, and I could see he'd really lost connection. And there wasn't really anything particularly to set a limit around, but I was really with him and I was like, hey, but he didn't want to go into stay listening. So I needed to set a little limit around that to kind of help him get the feelings out. So I said, I can't remember what it was. It was something like, we're going to have dinner with Sophie when we get home. Just because I knew for some reason, I can't remember, in that moment, that would have brought up an emotional charge for him. It's like I wasn't trying to say something to upset him, but I was just following where I thought there would be tension. So I don't know if that makes sense. And then obviously he got to, get his feelings out while we were driving. Other examples of that is my daughter refusing to get in the car seat. And she did cry a bit, but I could tell there was a lot more crying. She was still very rigid, and she'd stopped crying. And she kind of got down into the footwell, and she was starting to play with her bunny. So I put my hand over her bunny and I said, no, we're not going to play with bunny right now. We're just going to get in the car. Whereas previously, I think I would have just let her play with the bunny. Why can't she have the bunny, right? But because I knew that she needed to move through these feelings, I was kind of being even more strict about the bunny. I don't know if that makes sense. Let me know if you have any questions about that one.